This I wanna nail sports to the bone. Top blogger, top YouTube channel. No matter which sports, here we got it covered. Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
What's up, my wonderful peeps? Sports to the bone in the house again, man. Shout out to you all. Alright, so we have two cricketing stories that we want to share, my viewers and subscribers. Right, we see where West Indies white ball captain Pollard, in addressing the media the other day, he was saying that in his opinion we need another T20 tournament in the region. Right, and in that interview also charged the youngsters, letting them know that they need to try and expand, they need to put in some more work and things like that. We also see where Sunil Narine will be traveling over to the United States of America in December to play some cricket. So we're going to be taking a look at these two stories. But before we go down into that, my viewers and subscribers, if you are new to the channel, you know we always say make sure you get that golden rule out of the way, which is to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you leave a like and drop a comment. Alright, so down into the story now. So we'll start off with Pollard. And in the interview, Pollard had a lot of things to say, my viewers and subscribers. For those who did not see the interview, you know, the Jamaica Observer did they wrote an article about it, right? And you can probably see if you can read it and get some information as it regards to, you know, first on what Pollard had to say. So basically he's saying that T20 cricket is evolving. A lot of teams around a lot of countries around the world having their own leagues, giving the youngsters an opportunity to express themselves. You know, so he believes that CPL is not enough, right? Based on how the game is going now, CPL is not enough. And over the last 10 years, we have been using basically the same players, recycling them to play T20 cricket. So, you know, we don't really see a lot of people coming through. We would have seen the likes of Poor and Hetmeyer and a couple more. But, you know, the Pollard, the Bravo, the Lendl, Simmons, you know, all of these guys, the Dre Russ, these guys, they have been there for a while now. So I can definitely understand what he's saying where that is concerned. But my only issue is, and I'm going to talk about it further down in the video, is are we now ready to sacrifice Test cricket? Are we now ready to sacrifice Test cricket? That is what I'm asking, you know, because we would have won 2 T20 tournaments, yes, 2 titles, and they think that that is the way to go, and we have all of these powerful players. But I haven't heard anybody, I can't remember hearing anything to develop Test cricket. I don't hear them saying anything about improving the 4-day cricket that we have in the region so as to develop the quality of Test players that we put out. I understand that T20 is the big thing and it is the in thing, it is what is driving money and all of that, but you know, we still need to make sure that we are finding a way to develop cricketers to play the longer format of the game. Because if these youngsters are not being developed, are not playing 4-day cricket, then you know you're going to reach a stage where their T20 cricket going to suffer just the same. You understand? So if they come in with this second tournament, it might work in the sense that more youngsters will get an opportunity to play. You know, it will bring, and they have to be careful with this tournament, you know. They have to make sure that this tournament don't bring in too many overseas players. That is the thing. Because if you bring in a lot of overseas players, we understand that it's going to drive interest, especially when people, you know, people are allowed to go back into the stadiums. Then if you have the big names, if you are able to get the David Warners, the Steve Smith, you know, if you are able to get the Aaron Finch and the Butlers and all of these guys of the world. Can't even call India, because India don't really send out them players to play in any other T20 league. But basically what I'm saying, guys, if we're going to bring in all of these players, then we might have an issue. You know, it might defeat the whole purpose. The purpose is to have our youngsters, you know, getting developed. So if we are going to bring in all of these top superstars, they are going to play, and it might defeat the whole purpose. I mean, one could say that they can bring them in and make sure that they only play like 3 or 4 games. But at the end of the day, you know, people not going to really leave to just play 3 or 4 games. You know, so if it is the case that we're going to bring in this, we have to be careful. Make sure that the players that we are bringing, make sure that the league itself is going to accommodate the youngsters that you're talking about, that you want to develop. Because we would have gotten a chance to look at some of the youngsters, and then, you know, they could be drafted and things like that. So, boy, as much as I wouldn't necessarily oppose it, I think they need to be careful, because they are the same ones that are saying that a lot of the youngsters are moving towards T20 cricket and not Test cricket. You know, if you put another tournament in there that will give more opportunity and bring and give the youngsters more, you know, more chance to play, to earn money, not only play the game, then a lot of the guys that probably were thinking that alright, they're gonna settle down and play some 4-day cricket and think they might look to move over and say, well, I need piece of this pie, you know. Let me alter my game, let me change my game. And you know, you might miss out on a couple of 3 or 4 good test players. You know, because at any given time you just want maybe 3, 4, 5 good youngsters coming through that can play test cricket, because you're gonna have the core of the team already that would be senior players. So you just need a couple of youngsters coming through that would be willing. But as I said, guys, I'm not knocking the plan that the captain is trying to put forward. I remember hearing a couple of persons on the live that we had the other day, you know, saying that West Indies, the region, really need another T20 tournament. And you know, we can see that we are far behind and we need development. But all I'm saying is that we have to be careful. We need to be careful. But you know, let us see how it will go. And as I said, guys, Pollard was talking to the youngsters, letting them know that here what, CPL is not the only thing. You know, there are other cricket leagues over the around the world, so we need to aim big. But aiming big is a one thing, you know, but actually putting out the performances so you can be selected is another thing. So you know, we're going to keep an eye on this one, so we can hear what the skipper, well, what will happen. Because when I hear a skipper coming out and highlighting this, you know, it might drive home the point. So we're going to leave this one right here for now. Now the next point that I want to share is that Sunil Narine, he is all set to participate in a US tournament, a tournament that is being held over there in America. I think it is called Open Cricket Tournament or Open Cricket League or something like that. Right, he's slated to play for one of the teams over there, and we know that, you know, Sunil Narine, box office name that, you know, where T20 cricket is concerned, box office name. Yeah, man, he's slated to play for one of the counties. I think it is called Clarion County or something like that. And based on the article that I read, he's supposed to participate from the 3rd, I think it's from the 3rd of December to round about from the 6th of December up to the 13th of December. So, you know, it's not for a long period of time, but at least he will be there. Yeah, man, it's from the 6th to the 13th. And the guy that owns the team that he will be playing for, I gather that he's one of those millionaires that is looking to invest. Based on what I'm hearing, he owns a gas company over there in UK, and he's looking to try and come up with this tournament. You know, so where he's planning to bid to try and get the cricket tournament itself listed as a minor league. You know, you have Major League Basketball, minor league, Major League Baseball, minor league baseball, and all of that. Based on what I'm hearing, he's trying to get the tournament listed as a minor league. So I guess it is getting popular over there. So you know, a lot of our players might be looking to go to that area to try and get some, you know, not only to get game time, but the reality is that they would need to make money. So, you know, it's another way to bring in revenue. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that, because remember, he's not fit, you know. He's not fit, So let us see. I mean, the tournament is not the greatest when it comes on to the level of fitness and the level of intensity that the guys are playing at. But he's not fit, so let us see how well he will do. So we'll leave this one right here for now, my peeps. Big up on yourselves. Zin, I'm out.